Yo, yo. It's your homeboy, Rizari Doug Science. Consciousness is a topic that many scientists have pondered over. And I don't think it's. The thing is, we're using consciousness to basically talk about it. So it's not like we do not understand, we don't know what it is, but it is hard to articulate. It's so close, it is so us. It is difficult to articulate. It's crazy. Well, it's such a big thing, so we're not going to dive into the whole plethora of it. We're going to take a little piece of that conversation and we're going to talk about it. So, we've got the subconscious, which is basically our bodies doing everything that it's doing at the moment. We're breathing, we're doing it. So many processes that our bodies are actually doing without our new conscious mind. Some people actually say animals, well, this is old thinking, that animals don't have the same consciousness as we do. But I think they do. They definitely do, and then some to some degree. Let's actually dissect it. So, we feel pain the same way animals feel pain. Well, let's talk about a dog. They feel it the same way we do. Grass, trees, they're conscious of their surroundings around them. Consciousness is like this thing that is peeking through this vessel that we currently have. It's peeking through it. It's like this is like a gateway that is allowing this consciousness to be able to peek through. And that thing that allows us to, that consciousness stays with us throughout the rest of our lives. There are certain things that can dim our consciousness. And there's certain activities, certain things that we do that can actually enhance it. And the consciousness is almost like a beam. It only is able to kind of scan certain things at a given time. So like now, I'm not fully conscious or aware of what's going on around there because I'm focusing that on us. There's certain parts of my memory that I'm not accessing at the moment because I'm speaking to you, and all the thought patterns that I need to convey this is what I am consciously moving towards. So this brings me to my next point. Because of humanity as a species, we've helped ourselves be able to become more conscious of the world around us. If it wasn't for each other, we wouldn't actually know a lot of how things work. We have education that we consciously pass on, and we consciously consume, or even subconsciously consume. But it's because of the collective. That's what we are all literally, we're one, almost like one organism as humanity. Some animals, for example, dolphins, they're very intelligent, very intelligent. But they do have social groups, but they do not manipulate their world near enough as much as we do. Let's say put on a percentage scale, we manipulate the world around us almost up to about 80%. Everything that we do, we manipulate our world around us. Whereas dolphins, though their brains are as almost as big as ours, they don't really manipulate their surroundings. In manipulation comes creativity. When you manipulate, creativity is is attached to that. And as creativity is attached to that, and the more we manipulate around us, the more we have this feedback loop of how things work. And it looks like dolphins don't have that. Maybe because they don't have hands as we do. Maybe they don't. There's just parts of their mind. They are playful, but I feel like there's maybe parts of their minds or their social setup that isn't really catered to that aspect of manipulation and creativity. Maybe it's just not there, but because we as humanity, we have it there, it's helped us really shape the world around us and play with the world around us, the physical world around us. So therefore our consciousness is now able to peek into those aspects of the natural world in a way that other creatures, for some reason, don't have that capability or ability or tools or mindset to do. It's a very profound point. But a lot of, but if we look at consciousness, is our consciousness the same in all living creatures? I'd say yes, but that window of peeking through, like this consciousness is the same, but when it's in a grass, its level of interaction with the world around us, with the world around it, is very different from us, but we have the fundamental similarities. So biological processes are occurring within plants. We have biological processes occurring within us. So there is some subconscious similarities when it comes to consciousness that we and the plants have. But our conscious mind finds it a bit difficult to fathom it or even get to it. That's why some gurus, some hippies would say the only way to kind of understand that is by not thinking. And it's true. When you stop thinking, you have this fundamental understanding of the subconscious parts of life. I know it's a bit hippie talk. But fundamentally, we have some very basic similarities to these plants. But they do not have these extra tools for that consciousness to peek through, to even play with. It's similar to this. Every human being has a brain. Every human being, some human beings, their brains have some damages and stuff. Yes, there's some diseases, accidents that can impair a human being's brain. I've done a video on that. Human beings, but all of us genetically are designed, have the ability to form a brain and form a mind. But not every human being is even conscious of the same things. Even yourself, like we touched on before the beginning of this video, there's parts of your life, there's things that you are conscious of before, and you probably not even conscious of it anymore. Or things that you weren't conscious of, and there's later on in life you are aware and conscious of it. what I'm trying to say, when you apply, but because we are creatures that we socialize together, we benefit from another creature, another one of us humans that have gone certain miles, that have gone certain distances with their mind, body, the same body, that similar bodies that we all have. They've gone to certain levels with this thing and discovered great things like Einstein and many scientists, many gurus, whatever. They've dived into certain areas. So they, Jesus, so they have a level of consciousness of things that they're conscious of that a lot of people may not have because they haven't gone that far. Not to say they don't have the potential to and the ability to. As if the brain isn't impaired, broken, or the body isn't. But what I'm trying to say is that, for example, like an animal, like a pig. I know it seems like I'm jumping, but just walk with me, guys. Walk with me. So, example for animals like a pig. We have a frontal lobe, right? This frontal lobe allows us to. It's basically the creative part that which I was talking about earlier on this. It's the bit where we are able to the manipulating part. We have everything else similar to like a pig and other animals. The other parts of the brain, we feel things. We have anger, emotions. They have it as well. But we have something that's able to link all of that together with the outside world and manipulating it. A lot of us get stuck here in that. I think that's what we are. But if you take up the whole thing, you realize that there's a big similarity with all creatures. There's a big similarity, subtle similarities with everything around us. We are so freaking connected with everything else around us. That is mad. It's beautiful. But yeah, that's just a bit of flow with your homeboy Doug Science. But anyway, guys, gotta dash. So remember, stay curious and forever stay blessed. Peace.